Vigilance is not going to go away. Strict invigilation is not going to go away. I was speaking with the minister and I've asked them to do an analysis of the examiner's report to try and decipher what could have gone so disastrously wrong.
You know, Your Excellency, the President of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama, adding an to the ongoing debate as to whether how did the 2025 candidates, how did they fail this year? Because the failure was very, very hot, abysmal. According to the President of the Republic, I say there will be an investigation going on as to how they failed. But on the other hand, that doesn't mean say we should take off vigilance away. We should take off strict invigilation away. No, because I say I fear baby simukwe. I fear na the enemy crab baby so ye. Into Ubano, making sure say ubetumi asua dey. And then the next thing I can once say, and it said, was it when it comes to basic arithmetic, when it comes to normal reading, when it comes to writing, your word should be able to do so. And yes, they are Ubano, Abusia, I have failure no be failing. I had Bjay show I saw by subscribing. I think we are now sharing link in Amahu for the next thing is you do all to leave a comment for us. Yente John Dramani Mahama.
Recently, the West African Exams Council has released the results for the last West African School Certificate Examination. And as the Honorable Minister said, it has become an issue of great concern to government, parents, and the public at large. I was speaking with the minister and I've asked them to do an analysis of the examiner's report to try and decipher what could have gone so disastrously wrong. It is mind-boggling that with the same teachers, the same factors in play, just from one batch to another, one batch, does so disastrously. And so we need to get to the bottom of it. But it also emphasizes the issue of foundational learning. One of the major things that has taken place in the last several years is the neglect of basic education. Inability to send the capitation grants, ensuring that we have quality teachers at the foundational level, at the basic level, because it is that level that prepares the child for secondary and tertiary education. And once you don't get that level right, you will just send the child through a conveyor belt like a factory. And when it comes out at the end, it will be picked out by quality control and said that this one did not do well. And so our focus must be on foundational learning. And foundational learning means that by the time a child reaches primary school, he should be able to read properly. By the time the child leaves primary school, he should be able to write properly. By the time the child leaves primary school, he should be able to do basic arithmetic. If we're able to get our children to get these three things right, writing, reading, and arithmetic, then they have the foundation to continue into secondary education. Otherwise, it will be a factory that is just pushing them through, and at the end of it, you have the situation where a child finishes basic school and sometimes still finds it difficult to write his name. Vigilance is not going to go away. Strict invigilation is not going to go away. And so we must make sure that the children are well prepared to, on their own, be able to study and pass the exams that are waiting for them. And so I've asked the minister, and he's told the Director General of the GES to study the examiner's report, and let's see what quick reforms we can carry out in order that our children get a quality education. But let me thank the young innovators from DEXT for this innovation. I'm pleased that it is going to primary school 4, 5, and 6. I believe that if we strengthen their knowledge of STEM, then it makes it easier for them to go into the science, technology courses when they progress into secondary education.
So straight invigilation, we cannot take it away, Abusua, because social media is taking over social studies, and then this is really, really serious. And crying also, they cannot say the questions were that difficult because of say ebimunsu timi pass. How did this happen? You know, this is the Bjay show. You do what to subscribe, you share the link, tell others about the Bjay show, and the next thing is you do what to leave a comment for us.